Hey everybody, welcome. Another Sunday night chat. Um, we'll get things started off here kind of directly. Got my coffee here, ready to go. Spent some time out in the shop today, working on stuff. Um, Hope y'all can hear me. I didn't test my mic and stuff before I got on, but hey, whatever. Read my lips. No new taxes. So, all right. Got that out of the way. Yeah, I should run for president. President Polar Bear. That sounds good. All right, Cheryl, Lucky, Willie. What's happening, y'all? Hope everybody's having a great weekend. I know I did. With a little help from Craig, I got me my second laptop up and running. It's going to be my garage. Hey, Boo Boo. Here's my daughter, Katie Boo. You will stay until my stream is done, girl. Listen to your father. All right, that's cool, Cheryl. Thank you. Anyways, back to Katie. You will stay here. You will listen to your father. You will be here to the end of my stream. Unless you can't be. But anyways. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Second laptop. It's going to be my shop garage laptop. StreamYard works on it fine right now. It's got a decent camera. Well, you shouldn't have waited till the last minute to study, Boo. That's all I can say. Just, putting it out there. But anyways, back to the laptop. See, I'm like a freaking dog or something here. Oh, squirrel, what? Anyways, back to the laptop. It's going to be my take around one that I can take around, do live streams, whatever I need to do. Take it out to the shop, take it to work. It was a freebie. If it gets broke or whatever, I don't care. I mean, I'll care, but, it's not, I didn't pay hundreds of dollars for it. So, but StreamYard does work on it. I'm going to put Windows 10 on it. We'll get it going. And hopefully once I get some good Wi-Fi out there to the shop, we can start doing these out there out in the shop and have some fun looking at the tractors, playing with the tractors, and all that stuff. So, anybody have anything they've been working on? Today I worked on rewiring the pulling tractor instead of it looking like a bowl of spaghetti under the dash. There, I started rewiring the wires and color coding them, and certain colors going to certain things: the ignition, fuel pump, fan, kill switch, stuff like that. Starter relay or starter solenoid. So I will be releasing a video on it here later on tonight. But just a short video. It's not actually a complete video because I can't finish the video until I get the new motor back together and running. And I'm still waiting on getting the block back from the machine shop. They said about a week and a half, so it's only been a week. Once I get that back, I'll be dropping off a set of heads to them while I'm picking that up, having them redo those, getting longer and bigger valves put in it. So, yep, lazy people everywhere, Boo. I've taken to the point that I won't pick up the slack for the lazy people, and if it affects my job, then somebody else will have to take care of it because it's not my job to fix laziness. So, smoke them if you got me, y'all. See, the problem with that is people been letting them get away with it for so long that you know, they think it's their right just to be lazy and collect a paycheck. So I work as hard as I need to work. So I can't say I work too hard or I don't work hard enough. I work as hard as I need to work to get my job done. That's all there is to it. So it's I don't know about where everybody else is at, but it actually started warming up today. It got pretty nice out. Hey, Patties. Yeah, Lucky, I'm going to sit solo here for a little bit, just chat and see how things are going. And I might bring some people up here in a little bit. I'm not sure. I don't know if they'd see it as lucky to have me, but you know, it is what it is. It's a job. Gets the bills paid. There's Mr. Nate. What's up, Nate Dog? Nate Dog in the house. So far, we got a bunch of the regulars in here, but I will say, check everybody else's channels out. If you like what you see, subscribe to them. If you don't, then just give them a thumbs up. You don't have to subscribe to them, You don't have to, it doesn't hurt to be nice. Just be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Until it's time not to be nice. Roadhouse. So, but anyways, yeah. I digress. So. Pates, I did watch the bumper video. It does look good on Mandingo. There's Mr. Captain. Woohoo! Captain Jerk in the house. I think Yes, I did watch that. I watched it on my Roku, so I did not leave a comment. Sorry, people, if I do thumbs up, I can thumbs up from my Roku, but I cannot leave comments. But every video I watch and I like and whatnot, I do leave thumbs ups on them. And if I really have something to say, I will go back and on my phone later and leave a comment. But yeah, it's one of the drawbacks about having a Roku is you cannot leave comments. But it is what it is. My eyes are getting too bad. I can't see I don't like watching them on the small screen. There's Patch of Heaven. Thank you for stopping in. And back to the bumper. The bumper, yes, does look good. And I think I would put some nice red LEDs around the iron cross in that bumper, not directly behind it, so the LEDs don't show, but it gives you nice red glow behind there. Just my opinion. Opinions like buttholes. Everybody has one. Some of them just stink less than others. So take that for that. And, $2 will buy you a cup of coffee. So let's see, where else did I watch? I watched BS Brandon's video, BS Small Engines. He made a boom for the back of his Cub Farm Mall to lift and move tractors around. That thing looks cool. I think it's going to do great for him. I watched a bunch of other videos. I just can't remember them all right now. But yeah, we got my StreamYard says we got 9. Yeah, Nate, I can drop you a link in the We'll get you up here, buddy. There you go, Nate. Lucky, let me know when you get to a spot there that you're not driving anymore, and we'll drop you a link too. And I'll drop one here in the chat in a little bit. All right, Nate. So. Yeah, I like Patch of Heaven's name too. I think we all have a little patch of heaven wherever we're at. And my opinion is wherever you're at, make it a patch of heaven. Whether you're at home, you're at the mall, you're at work, make it a patch of heaven for yourself. You know, nobody can ruin your day if you let them. You know, circumstances are circumstances. What happens, ever, whatever. Okay, Cheryl. Just make it your day, people. You know, if you go around being angry, you're gonna do nothing but ruin your day. The person that made you angry, they don't give a shit. You know, a lot of times that's their goal, is to make people have bad days. If they got a bad attitude, hey Brandon, I just give you a little shout out there, brother. Digging the boom you made for the Cub. Back to my little spiel there. You know, people are going to be idiots, man. Exactly, Boo. Life is too short to be mad. Yeah, you know, and a lot of time people that are intentionally trying to make you have a bad day, it just pisses them off more. Just smile, be nice. You know, Patrick Swayze, be nice. Escort them out. Well, see, there's no reason to be angry. You know, it happens. You know, remedy the problem. Make it. You know. Yep. Life is too short. You know. Who we got here? Ooh, I see him in the basement. Get him up there.
What up?
What's up, Nate?
Chilling like a villain. How about you?
Coolness? I am awesome, brother.
I've been busy today, bro.
I was kind of busy today too.
My little sister was in town, so I was spending time with her and her son.
What's going on with my head?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I just can't hear you on my headphones. I can hear you on my computer.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah. As long as I'm not getting feedback, I'll just leave it on my computer.
Are those Bluetooth?
Yeah, they're Bluetooth.
Wireless?
Yeah, they're wireless.
Fancy. You see anything new on the bike?
Yeah, I seen them on Instagram, so you know, I get the first peek of all that stuff.
I don't think I put a picture up of those. I just put them on. I'm talking about this.
Yeah, I seen them somewhere. Maybe it was Friday night live stream or Brandon's live stream.
I literally just put them on. It's impossible.
No, you were carrying them around somewhere in a video.
Oh, I might have showed them. Yeah, I think I showed them because I found them. Yeah, I think you're right.
You didn't say what they were.
But
You didn't say what they were, but I knew what they were just from looking at them.
I think I was muted when I was showing them or something.
Maybe. Farm fanatic in the house.
Only people that are paying attention would have noticed it.
I see more than what you think. I hear more than what you think, and I know more than what you think. Don't underestimate the bear.
Farm all in the house. Boom. Brandon's in the house. Sheriff.
Hey, Miss Patty's, I cannot speed up the machine shop any faster than what they can already do. So when they get me the block back, we will start assembly. Well, the bottom end, because I'm going to send the heads out to have them redone. So I should have just done it all at once, but I thought I was going to go a different direction with the heads than what I'm going. So
what is this new build I keep hearing about?
my new engine.
Is this a secret, or you got something? Is that what you're talking about? The new engine.
The new engine.
I thought you had something, a whole different build going on or something for a second there.
Oh, no. I can only handle one at a time.
Me too.
No, I did not get my brother over yet. I'll probably do that in a couple weeks. I made a little room today. But once the snow is done for good, I will take the snowplow tractor out and take the plow off of it and put it down in the bottom shed, and then I'll have plenty of room. So,
what the heck is that thing that you drive that you plow snow with? I think it's at work that you plow snow with.
Oh,
what is that called?
It's a Toro Groundsmaster. It's a 300 series. It's got a rotary snow brush on the front of it. It actually like a broom, like a rotary broom, and it brushes the snow out of the way.
It's smaller than it looks, isn't it? Because you were like driving that thing up the ramps to like handicap ramps and stuff.
Yeah, it's 5 feet wide and roughly from the front of the brush to the back of the brush, right around 8 feet long.
And what kind of motor? Diesel? Or, I remember asking you, but I can't remember.
Yeah, we've got two of them that have diesel engines in them. One has a Ford gas engine. It's escaping my mind right now what brand of diesel engines in them. And then we've got one other one that has the actual Toro some weird ass diesel motor in it. And then we also have two Ventrek brand tractors with the same setup, snow brush. They're just a little different design.
Right. I can dig it. I was like, that thing, is it got wheels on it?
Yeah.
It's like 4 wheels or 3 wheels?
It's got 4 wheels, 2 drive wheels that are like right in the front where you sit. And then the steering wheels are in the rear. Baby in the house, Billy CK. Yeah, vent trucks are okay. They just take a lot of getting used to. I've driven this Groundsmaster style tractor for 20 years, and they put me in one of them Ventreks the one day just during the day just to goof around. Dude, I was everywhere. I mean, I was like, it was weaving back and forth, and it's just the way they steer. They're a mid steer they're an articulating tractor. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they bend like in the middle.
Yeah. But they'll go about twice. They'll go twice as fast as my tractor that I usually drive, and they'll clear about 2 inches more deep snow than what mine will. Yeah, Ventrix are very pricey, but the upside of them is all the attachments you can get for them, the durability of them. You know.
Right. 2 ATVs in our life. Breezy.
Yeah.
Bike shop.
So.
Did Mike say he was going to come up?
Yeah, once he gets home.
Driving?
Yeah, he's driving. What do I have coming up this week at work? Let's see. Probably tomorrow. I have. I know I got a John Deere Gator to service. A couple of maintenance vans to service. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of other work orders and stuff that are turned in over the weekend. But Tuesday I'm going to a class, which is just like a refresher class for me on Hustler mowers. They offer it every year to one dealership. So about every other year I go sit in on it because, like I said, it's the same, basically the same stuff over and over again. So I don't go and sit through it twice or every year. So, all right, everybody. Brandon just dropped a new video after my live stream. Go check it out, please. There's Mama Sweener in the house. So, but yeah, I usually don't plan my week out very heavy. I'm sure with all this nice weather we got coming, it'll be up in the 50s this week. I'm sure they're going to want to get some golf carts out of storage, and that's gonna involve a little bit of time. All of our golf carts are gas, and so, not gas, electric. So most of them are on charge over the weekend or maintaining over the winter. But there's still a few that I'll have to do what I call jump start. The batteries, the chargers on them, if the voltage drops on in the pack below 26 or 28 volts, the charger won't kick on. So I got to take my regular big battery charger and put on it and do what I call a jump start. It's just basically to get 30 volts into the battery, 48 volt battery pack, and let it kick on. I wouldn't feel bad for him. He knows what he's getting into when he buys something. Grown ass man. You know. All right. Appreciate you stopping in and giving me the old thumbs up. Better than the, So, but so yeah, I'll probably be working on some electric golf carts and getting them going.
I got to rebuild the carburetor on my golf cart.
Oh, they're pretty simple.
Yeah. It almost barely got us home last time we went out. I started trusting it and going further and further away. I still have to figure out how to hook up a fuel pump to it.
Well, there should be a thing direct straight down below that carburetor somewhere, unless somebody put a plug in it. It's just all it is just like a breather thing. It's not the valve. It's not the big breather that goes up to the carburetor, but a little like pipe fitting breather. And
I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look in there because
Redneck said
it's got one going. Go ahead, brother.
I say Redneck said to go with electric fuel pump. The only bad part about that is you have to run them off the fuel or off the gas pedal, so they'll only turn on while you have the gas pedal going. If not, a lot of times you can push through the needle and seat on it and flood the carburetors out. So, hey, Obama. Ken, small engine. Yep. Ken, it's a Mikuni. The EasyGo uses a Mikuni vacuum actuated pump.
It's got a little hose that goes from I think what's like the valve case vent, whatever, from
right
there to the air filter.
Yeah, not that one. There should be another. I'll look on one of the motors I got in storage. I'll take a picture of it and show you exactly where it's at.
10-4.
Because they like I said, it should be like a 1/4-inch pipe nipple sticking out of the side, and you just I use gas line, run it up to it, and it creates just enough vacuum pressure to. It's actually an oscillating vacuum, so it makes a pumping motion in them vacuum pumps.
It'll actually run for a long time, but if I go full throttle for a while, it'll get an air bubble in it and it'll start acting up. And I got to pull the fuel line off the carb, let the fuel start to flow again solid, and then plug it back in and it's fine again for a while. But bike.
Yeah, Ken. Some of them have that on those on the EasyGos on those twin. He's got the twin cylinder Robin. There's a breather off the valve cover that goes up to the air cleaner. Then there's also a second line just off to the side of that goes right into the crankcase to pull your vacuum for your fuel pump.
I'm gonna have to pull that beautiful air box off to get in there.
Yeah, you might have to. But
where did I get that beautiful air box from? Everybody? Polar Bear Ed. He sent it to me.
Yes, I did.
With a brand new air filter and everything.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just threw one away last week. It had a crack in it, but it would still been a good one. There's only one. It's an inline 2-cylinder. Ken, they yeah.
Look at it now, Ed.
Yep.
She's got some use to her already, huh?
Yep.
Carburetor is so small too.
Oh yeah.
For a 2-cylinder. I'm gonna run her till she won't run no more.
Yeah, we used to run. Well, at one point in time, we had I think 9 gas ones. All of those twin cylinders. Well, they started out with 2 strokes, then they upgraded to the twin cylinder gas, and now we've got I think total on campus somewhere 11 or 14 electric, and only a Uno gas cart left. And that gas cart will be my shop cart for next summer. Yummy.
You see all this?
So I said yummy.
Yeah, that all came out of the exhaust port sitting on top of the cylinder for the piston.
Nice.
Or actually, no, that's in the vat. That's sitting on top of the exhaust, inside the exhaust valve. It's completely full of crap.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how good. I don't know. It'll be a miracle if she comes back.
Oh.
Completely lost.
Time, talent, and money, brother. That's all it takes.
The crank, like you can move the crank back and forth like a millimeter. Like it moves, but the piston ain't moving.
Yeah, that's probably the slop in the connecting rods and the piston pin and everything.
Actually, this piston right here is moving a little bit. This one, when I move it back and forth, but that one, with all the crap in it, is jammed up good.
Yeah.
If I could break it loose, man. I don't know. What do you think?
Hey, anything's possible, man. Like I said.
The oil looked good inside of it.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing about it is you can pull them valves and stuff out. Those valves, and clean all that junk out of there. It's not like it's an overhead valve motor where all that stuff ran right down in and sat right down on the piston and then dropped down in the crankcase.
Right. That's true. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna keep messing with it.
You got the head off that other side there?
Yeah, I got both heads off.
Yeah, as long as the cylinders look decent,
This side's not as bad.
All right.
It's just that other side.
All right. It probably got a little water down in it.
Yeah. Well, Johnny worked on it Wednesday.
Yeah.
A little bit. He pulled some more of the front components off.
I've seen him pulling the oil cooler and stuff.
I'm hoping to get the starter off this Wednesday.
Nice.
I've been squirting it with WD-40.
All right, Kitty Boo. You take care of dear and study hard.
All my neighbors are cool.
I wish mine were.
It's 7:30 and it's still daylight. Yay.
Yep. So there's Mr. Craig Durbin coming up.
Hey.
What's up, Craig?
What everybody doing?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Lucky.
Just got back from my mom and dad.
Hey, Nate.
Hey, Craig.
Everybody in the chat.
Hey, Craig.
Get a nice hot cup of coffee.
Heck yeah.
Me too.
You're always drinking coffee.
Yeah.
I just got back in myself. I'm taking care of Granny. So. That motobox is looking good, Nate.
Thank you, sir.
Patty said he was timing an injection pump on the diesel engine in his driveway, and the neighbors called the fire department. Hey, there's Hot Rod. Thanks, Hot Rod, for stopping in, buddy.
Hello, Hot Rod. How you doing, brother?
Hey,
Hello,
Nate.
Willie. Hello, Brandon.
Yo,
Hello.
You said
Hello,
something
Patty.
about gas bubbles. Are you running a gas pump with that? Or is it gravity fed?
no,
Try gas.
that's what I've been trying to. That's what Ed was trying to tell me where I could hook one up at.
Yeah, try to get a gas pump at Briggs and Stratton.
Because that would definitely solve my issue.
Yep.
Because when I had it in the bed, like it was way higher. You know what I mean? I used to have it in the back of the bed of the golf cart. Well, I took it and mounted it underneath the bed to where it's like 6 inches lower, and that's now I have problems with the fuel being it's not high enough to the carb. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I gotta keep it like slam full of fuel in order for it to feed good.
Yeah. I think I got a couple at the shop. I'll look tomorrow.
If nothing else, you can pressurize that gas tank and force it down through there, but it's a little bit more difficult to do. But yeah, just a simple Briggs fuel pump or electric fuel pump. You can get like I think a 12-volt cheap 4 gallon per minute fuel pump at O'Reilly's probably do the trick too.
I'm just gonna put the 250 in it. Hell with it.
There you go.
Ed, do you think the 250 would push it?
It might.
Hell, let's swap it.
I don't know. That's a lot of weight.
We got some new ones in the chat there. Got MC Engineering in there.
Ken Small Engines.
Yeah, Ken's been in here. We've been chatting. Hot Rod, I think he's been in and out. He's been around. Brazy's here. Brandon's here.
Yeah, MC was on mine earlier.
Pate's Performance is here.
Excellent.
So, but yeah, the only drawback about putting an electric fuel pump on those golf cart engines is you have to run it off the switch off the accelerator pedal to turn the pump on and off, so it doesn't sit there and push against the needle and seat, and them aren't very strong, and you'll push right through it.
Yeah,
Have you seen my gas pedal? My gas pedal is just a brake handle for a bicycle.
Yeah.
Well, if you can get vacuum to draw off that engine enough to pull a vacuum pump, then probably be your best bet anyway.
I got a lot of blow by. It blows a lot of oil into the air filter housing. Can I do something with that?
It sounds like you need a carb clean.
Oh, it needs rings and all kinds of stuff. It smokes like all get out. But I figure I just run it until it stops running. I don't care.
Yeah, like Ken said, a pulse pump would work as well. You know, just something that would generate enough flow to keep the bowl and the carburetor happy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a Robin. I think it's like a 196 cc 2-cylinder 4-stroke.
Now it should be a 243, 246, something like that.
That'd make me happier.
No, just straight Robin, not a Subaru Robin. They were.
This is the serial number and stuff for it.
It's a
That's wrong.
90.
Yeah.
295. That's 295 cc maybe.
No, the 95 is the year.
Oh,
Yep.
The FO295 is the like an ID number.
right.
All that they made a 240. It's been so long now. They made two different engines in there. One was for the two-seater golf cart, and one was for like a groundskeeper cart. The one was 249 cc, and the other one was like 220 or 242 or something like that. There wasn't much of a difference in them, but there was a difference in them.
You know what? What stinks too, Ed, is I just got a new belt. Chris brought me a belt for it off of his golf cart, and it's way tighter. Because I showed you that belt I had on it. It just falls right off. You can take it right off.
Yeah.
This one here, it took us a few minutes to get it on there, and now I got to rebuild the carb so I can actually try the new belt out. Because it'll probably do a lot better with that.
Yeah, it will.
Hey,
That
Nate.
buddy,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
that buddy of yours have one of those ultrasonic cleaners, the one that just goes down at machine shop.
Chris has one, Trash and Treasures.
I'd do is just run that whole carburetor through the ultrasonic cleaner and then clean all your orifice ports out and see if it doesn't make a bigger difference in that thing. It probably just has a lot of junk down inside the jet and whatnot.
Ed, could I put a Mikuni, a 22 millimeter on it?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what Johnny was saying to do. He's like, "Ooh, put a Mikuni on it." Because I bought two for $24.
Yeah, they're just, it's like the about the same size as the small Predator engine, so
That's a good point. But it's 2-cylinder.
it don't matter. It's only going to suck in so much fuel.
Right.
Outboard pulse fuel pump.
And I remember that pitch you had with the three bears as a cartoon when I was a kid. I can't picture the name of the cartoon, but it wasn't on very long, but I remember it.
Yeah, I found that online. I thought it was pretty cool for a Saturday night chat or Sunday night chat.
Yep.
So.
Guys ever hear of the guy named Daily Wool? The Daily Wool?
No.
Ooh.
He travels around the country. He shows like a lot of history stuff. Been watching a lot of him. Tell you, he's really, really cool.
Heck yeah.
I've been addicted to artifact hunting, like arrowhead, walking fields for arrowheads and creeks for arrowheads.
Yeah.
I've been in a vortex of those videos lately. I can't get away.
It's always entertaining, those archaeological digs and stuff. And Stacy has been watching those time team videos. Because of his shoulder not being able to interact with the chat very well and just kind of being in and out of being tired. And just put one of those on and then he can kind of rest his shoulder and relax. He's got tired of being tired.
He's been going nonstop for the last 60 years.
Well, that and they've got him on a whole bunch of medications. So about the time he wakes up, he takes a round of medication and then he's back to sleep again. So the shoulder surgery, he's messing with it pretty hard.
I bet.
They pulled like a baseball-sized tumor out of his shoulder. So
That stinks.
I think it is a Subaru, isn't it, Ed?
Yeah, it might be a Subaru, Robin, but when you look for parts and manuals and everything, it's they just go by Robin because Trekton is the one that actually builds them for Easy Go, and they list everything under just the Robin, not Subaru Robin.
I've seen those 6.5 horse Subaru Robins. My brother gave me a go-kart that had one on it. And it said like Subaru on it. I was like, what? Why isn't this go-kart all-wheel drive?
But
I think Brandon said he's going to make you a metal arrowhead, Nate,
Oh,
out of the
that'd be
Forge.
sweet.
That would be sweet
I
because
love
Brandon's making some really nice arrowheads.
yeah,
The only time I can find him is when I go to my brother's house in South Carolina. He's got a field behind his house. We walk and find him. I think I got the meatloaf cooking.
Yeah, Cheryl has some barbecue chicken.
I had salami.
I hadn't even got to dinner yet.
I bet Ed's having something good.
I had a salami sandwich.
Nice.
Salami.
You're going to go on with one of those or an Italian sub.
That's good. It's heated up with some cheese in it.
Provolone and some pepper jack.
Oh no, I had
Guys,
a salami sandwich on rye with Munster, hot pepper, and Swiss cheese.
Well, I know I just uploaded a video.
guys, my buddy's you guys have seen me. I go out on the boat with him all the time.
Yeah.
I took him up to Palm Bay. It's like a 30-minute ride from here to look at a Ford Ranger. Apparently, four-wheel drive, had 140,000 miles on it, or 120,000 miles on it. Original, cold AC, everything in the ad. And we get up there, and the damn thing had 220,000 miles on it, not 120,000.
Wow.
And the guy's like, he wanted like $2,300 for it.
No.
If it would have had 100,000, we would have bought it, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's 100,000 miles worth of difference.
Yeah, right.
Just going through my panel, and I happen to see on your right hand side, Kohler 12 horsepower engine teardown, pull of Ed, a year ago, 2.3K views.
Yeah.
No red line on it, so I have to watch that one.
That's just me tearing down the motor. That was going to be a stock. That was going to be a stock altered motor that I was going to build, and ended up getting more into my V twin, and that kind of went by the wayside. It's still over there in the corner, but
Figure I'll share it because everybody likes this box. I know I do too. Best part of your videos right here.
The intro.
yeah, that was when I was still using my. That was still when I still used my tablet to do all my filming and editing on.
If you need your mobile home move, call Ed. He's got you.
Now I
No
did.
problem. Where you going?
I did watch one of Redbeard's videos today, and he's doing a forced induction on a V twin.
Hey, you can't get me for copyright. I'm over here. Got you on your own live stream.
Ken, there's a little story about that tractor. It actually started out as a 482, which had the Peerless rear end in it. I took the Peerless out, put a gear drive in it, which bumped it up to a 582.
Wow.
So it is an 82 series, but it would be the 582.
I got double vision. How much did I drink tonight?
I got a Cola K series sitting at engine block cast iron sitting in my one of my pallets behind the work. I got.
He said one of my pallets full.
Yeah, I got
One of
like
my pallets full of
pallets.
engines.
I got like 5 pallets of engines.
Five pallets.
Yeah, you guys ever seen my Barnyard Part 1 and Part 2? Barnyard Find?
Yeah.
I don't know if I seen the one where you were digging up that last engine though, and you were like flipping tarps and there
Yeah,
like
no, I
5
have
or
all
6
that
engines
stuff.
on the damn.
All that Barnyard Find, that's all mine. I got those containers near my work. I got 2 of them full of merchandise. Just haven't done anything with it.
There was like 2. Just the one pallet had like 2 opposings and like 2 V twins on it.
Yep.
I was like, damn, gold mine.
Kind of 20K. Would that be the opposing twin?
What's that? I misunderstood.
Ken says he has a
Oh, I thought you were.
20K series in his basement. I was just wondering if that was one of the opposing twins. Polly's in the house. Hey, Polly.
Yeah, someday I'll do an update video. I'll open up those container sheds and show you guys again. I got stuff in milk crates, boxes. It's crazy what I got. I got what they call new old stock for whale horses. I got Kohler parts. I got Stratton. Just look at those videos.
Boneyard would flip out over that.
What's that?
Boneyard would flip out over that.
Yeah, all you have
New
to do,
old stock for wheel horses.
check out that.
He's got a lot of
videos. Pretty much
He's got a lot of new old stock for Briggs and Kohler and Tecumseh's.
Yeah, just point out something in that thing, and I could look for it because I everything there I pulled out.
Yeah, I've done my fair share of rebuilding and building the K series. The one I would like to have for a future pulling project would be a 16 horse flathead. But around here, to find one of them,
Yep.
they want big money for them. And they're called because they know you want it for pulling, and they're so hard to find.
Yeah.
Around here, you can probably find it because nobody does that stuff around here.
No,
Yeah.
they go swamp
A 16 horse,
fishing, gators.
16 horse, 13 fin.
I think you asked about that before, about that engine.
Yeah, I think maybe I did, but I think at the time my funds weren't.
I think that's the same engine I was talking about.
Cub base preferably because I want to put it on a narrow frame.
How about that head? You said you were looking for that head, but then you decided to go different. What?
Yeah, I was going to use my buddy Mark had a set of heads he had redone, and they got the bigger valves and everything else, but they're not the long valves because I'm going with a different set of rockers.
Yeah,
I'm going with a set of 1.6 to 1 rockers, and you have to have a 0.300 longer valve in each on them to make them work right, to get the valve geometry right. So rather than taking his heads and having them redone, I'm just going to take mine in and have bigger valves put in it.
Yep.
Bigger, longer valves put in them.
Now, is that the aluminum blue plated?
No, they're just a stock Kohler head.
Yep.
But the place where I'm having them done, they'll put new valves and seats and everything in them. report and polish it, flow them because they got a flow bench for their to test their heads.
Yeah.
And they guarantee about 20 more horsepower over stock heads when they're done.
Nice.
So, you know. So I got a I think it's a 106, 102 or 106 sitting there in the garage. The plan is to put a twin on it because I love the way those narrow frame Cubs look with the big V twin sticking out each side of the hood.
Yep.
But with getting my brother's tractor, it's got a V twin in it. My V twin, I think I'm going to go back to the original plan of putting a single in that narrow frame, and it will either.
The V twins, they sound a lot better than opposed twins.
Yeah, they do in a way. I mean, each one has their own unique sound whenever they when you get them tuned right.
Yep.
But that narrow frame will probably either get a stock altered 12 horse, which that's starting to be a big class around here locally, or the 16 horse stock altered motor. So either way, it'll have a single in it probably because I started out with single cylinders, and that's kind of what I mean. I love my V twins. Don't get me wrong, they're beasts, but sometimes it's just fun to get on a single thumper and hit it down the track. Tractor in the house.
What's going on, tractor?
I don't get drunk. I haven't been drunk in probably 3 years.
I can't remember when I had alcohol.
Well, I'll have a few tequila sunrises here and there, or take a little bit of the white lightning, but to actually get drunk, nah. I'm too old for the recovery.
Nate's hiding over there.
MC Engineering, yeah, there's actually a market for aftermarket single cylinder brake or cooler heads in the pulling community. If you can get the flow right and get the placement of the spark plug and stuff right.
Nate pulled something off that's oily. Oh.
I'm blowing out that exhaust valve because it's full of all that rusting crap.
Yep.
I got a lot of it out just now, but at the sacrifice of my hand being destroyed.
You almost empty that WD-40?
Nope, it's still going strong. I got the big can.
Well, let me know when.
Yeah, thank you, Brandon.
We go through a lot of WD-40. We use it a lot for burnouts.
I use BB Blaster. That stuff's better.
I had some of that too. I don't even know where my WD-40 is. Oh, here it is. I was using it today to drill holes.
Brendan, after Ed's live stream, I'll check out your video that you uploaded.
I'll be dropping in a video later on tonight too, also. So.
Well, depending if I'm still up. If not, I'll watch it first thing in the morning when I get up.
Hey there, Mark. Better late than never. He must have been sleeping.
I might have to go eat dinner with the family, guys.
That's all right. We've been on an hour, so I'm just gonna let her roll here until we get tired and drive.
If you're still on, I'll come back. I'll come back if you're still going.
Yeah, I probably won't go much past 8:30 because I still got to get some stuff ready for tomorrow, and so
Yeah, it's a work night.
yeah.
I'm here until Ed kicks me out.
Hey. As long as you're not swinging your willy around or talking profane.
How can I be doing that? I got your video on.
You know.
Yikes! Yeah, he's advertising for you.
Yep. You can't get me for copyrights because it's actually your video I'm playing.
Nothing. I
Put a bunch of
have is
WD-40 in there.
That is clean.
There's Ken. We'll bring Ken up too. Hi, Ken.
Hey guys.
What's up, Ken? How you doing?
Not much. Saw the stream.
I'll be
figured
back, fellas.
I'm loving the stream yard thing. This is fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Just wait until you get addicted to it. That comes off.
Then I'll start paying for it.
That's like I do. It's worth it. YouTube pays for it after a while.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying you got a lot more subs than I do. I still got to put out some more content. So, but we have fun.
Like Vic said, you have a few videos now. Put those aside, restore them, hold them, don't release them, upload them, keep them private. Continue with your live videos. Work with your live videos until you get monetized.
Yeah.
Once you do that,
I got over 200 videos. I think I got about 250.
Yeah, release all those videos that you have on private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know the live got you anywhere, you know?
Yes, it does. Trust me. It
How
helps.
does it get you views or hours or what's it do?
My live videos, I'll be honest with you, actually pulls up more views than my regular videos do.
Well, they say people want to know everything about you, what you look like and all that, you know?
Well, I think it was Mick that was mentioning something about earlier. If you put a phone and put it to your dashboard and just video record where you're going, you'll get more hits. And me and Cheryl was actually going to my mom's house, and I was on another live panel, and I did that, and everybody wanted to know where I was going. It turned into like a game. Where's this? What, you know? So
that's why I wanted 1,000 subs. I used to like using my phone. I'd take it on the road when I did a service call on the road or something. It was nice. But now, you know, when only 200 and whatever, I can't do it.
There's a way around it, Ken. You can, if you got Chrome on your phone, you can bring up a desktop version. When you
see, it's an iPhone. That's the problem.
Well, there's another way you could do it too. I think Brandy came up with the idea you could start a chat on your laptop. Invite yourself.
Yes, I got a Chromebook. That's the problem. Chromebook, so it doesn't do much.
Same thing, but you could start a StreamYard chat. Invite yourself to that StreamYard chat. Then you could still be live. You know, just one less person that you could be able to have in the panel.
Yeah. Oh, I never thought of that. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I should try that. See if I could do talk to myself, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I gotta try that. What's the engine in your video there, Puller? Is that a 12 or is it what is that?
That's a 12.
K301.
Yep.
Yeah, I was intimate with K series. When I started out, I had bought a beat up Cub Cadet. It was actually not 140, so it was a 107. My buddy had it, and it was smoking like a freight train. And he gave it to me. I mean, it was in ass shape, and I felt bad. The dealer wanted to give him $300 for it back in 2000. He was buying a brand new 2186. And I said, I'll give you $300 for it instead of the dealer. So I gave him $300, took the engine apart. Now I'm used to drag racing. So you look at my shirt. This is the old Connecticut Dragway. This is one of the shirts that they're reproducing now. Nice. We used to drag race in the 80s. I did a lot of drag racing. So I'm familiar. Small blocks, big blocks, all that stuff. But, you know, you get married, kids, all that stuff. You don't really have the room or the money or any of that. So I said, no, small engine. That sounds kind of fun. So hence the introduction to Kohler K series, which are simple. And the rest is history 20 years later, you know.
What's up, Boneyard?
Boneyard's in there. Oh, I got to put on the chat. So,
Yeah. Well, the funny,
but people see me in my driveway working on stuff, and they go, "Oh, you fix stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they drop stuff off. You know, it's all word of mouth. Been doing it for 20 years. I probably have over 500 customers, but I don't keep track of them. They don't keep track of me. They need something fixed. They stop by.
Yep.
well, the funny thing is, Ken, a lot of the Chevy small block parts will fit the
Oh yeah,
the
points, all that stuff, and
yeah. Well,
the valves, some of the valves, yeah.
Well, the K series, you can actually bore them for a small block piston. That's
Really?
when they started upping these pulling motors and stuff. It was all like small block Chevy pistons and stuff in them.
Wow, I got a bunch of those.
And then in the V twins, the small block Chevy roller rockers are what we use.
Oh, no kidding.
If you get a bunch of your buddies that have V twins, you can buy a whole set from Jegs for a couple $100. And then
I got roller rockers. I got old Harlan Sharp roller rockers and Crane and all the old ones. I mean,
yeah.
Like I said, we did it 30, 40 years ago. I still got boxes of parts.
Yep.
Never throw anything away.
Yeah.
I got plastic totes full of stuff.
Yep. Because the rockers I'm getting, my new ones are the 1.6 to 1 ratio, and you can look them right up on Jegs, and you can order them on Jegs. But I'm ordering a kit that has the pedestals that they stand on, spacers, longer head bolts, the whole 9 yards.
Nice. Yeah, I met Ed Jessel from Jessel, Valve Train.
Mm-hmm.
He came up to where I worked, a place called Moore Tool in Bridgeport. We were a machine tool builder. It's still there. And he wanted us to do some hydrostatic bearing work for him. He was working on a hydrostatic cam for a Hemi. And, we did a lot of R&D, stuff like that, but just cool people, and he was just amazed at what I knew about drag racing, the history of it and stuff like that. So it was a pretty cool conversation.
Yep. Yeah. Matter of fact, the roller lifters I got in my motor come from a drag motor. Buddy of mine, they're solid, solid with the vertical ties, the horizontal tie. You got to shorten the tie between the two down, because the space on the small block's bigger, of course.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I was talking to him one day. I'm like, yeah, I want a set of roller rockers or roller lifters and that. And he's like, well, he goes, give me a minute. Walks back, grabs a whole box. He goes, here. They've only got one pass down the track on them. He said, we didn't like them. We went with something different. He goes, the guy said, do whatever I want with them. He goes, here, take them.
Oh, nice. I remember when Ford started with those in the 302 Mustangs. They had the first ones with the tie bar in between and holding them steady and all.
Yep.
That was back in 88.
86.
86. All right. I was close.
Yeah. Yep. The old HO 302.
Yep.
The last carbureted one was 86.
So, yeah, the only thing I'm going to have to get outside of the kit that I'm buying for the rockers is get new push rods. I'm running adjustable ones now, and they won't fit with the guide plates and stuff. On the
what material?
I think I'm going to go with the chrome moly ones.
Okay. See, I've screwed around with carbon fiber, all that stuff. We tried all those tricks, and a lot of it's snake oil, but sometimes it works.
Yeah. Well,
we take a lot of the stuff from like Harleys too, and motorcycle engines, and we try and adapt some of that stuff too. There's a website that I visit all the time called Tatro Machine, TATRO, and all he does is Harley machining, and he does some cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a guy here in town that does Harley stuff. I originally 2 years ago I took my block to him, and he looked at it and he's like, dude, he goes, I would love to get that in my machine shop. He said, but I can't cut that nickel. He said,
oh, that's hard stuff.
Yeah, he said it will tear up my cutter so bad because
Yeah.
He said, if I ever
you gotta hone it with some real coarse stones to get rid of it,
Right. But
hard stuff. That's that proprietary coating that Molly developed years ago for Mazda, I think it was, or one of those companies, for the rotary engine, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Then they brought it to chainsaws and 2-strokes and stuff like that. Now it's like the premier coating for 2-strokes. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people do chrome, but the Nicosil has a high nickel content, so it's a lot harder and it'll take a lot more wear. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, he told me if he ever got the cutter to cut it out, he'd let me know, and because he said he'd love to get into doing some.
Ask him if he has ceramic cutters, because ceramic will do it.
Yeah.
The carbide won't do it, but ceramic will. It'll cut it cherry red. You'll be cutting it hard, and but ceramic will cut it. We got into that years ago. We're doing a lot of hard turning where we didn't want to anneal shafts before we turned them for bearing applications. So we bought ceramic inserts from Kennametal, and it's called hard turning. Your cherry red chip comes off, but it's the only way to do it.
Right. But I know there's a lot of guys in the pulling area here in the community that they pull stock or stock altered. They will send their blocks out and then have them bored and then re-Nicosiled.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
not cheap either.
Instead,
and a lot of them won't do certain bore sizes too, meaning the depth versus the diameter. You know,
well the price of having them bored and sleeved and having them re-Nicosiled is just about equal. But I opted to go with the sleeves on mine just because I'm planning on going bigger with the block down the road. And it's easier for them just to rebore them sleeves out and then go with a bigger sleeve.
Yeah. What do you feel is going to be the benefit of the Nicosil in that type of a motor? I can see it in a chainsaw and stuff like that, but in a pulling single like that, what advantage do you think? I mean, just because you're using hard rings, or what's your thing?
Durability. When we turn them 10,000, you know, you just, especially with the cast inserts that we're putting in the V-twins and the aluminum blocks, you really got to get them cooled down quick so that sleeve don't move. You know, so, but you know, that's, you know, we run them for 45, 50 seconds at a time. You know, it's not like we're going to hook to a trailer and drag it, you know, down the road, you know.
You guys ever play with water cooling or strictly air?
There's been some guys that's ran some Kawasaki liquid cooled ones. The downside of it is, just like drag racing, the water pump robs horsepower. So, you know, they've played with them. There's not a market of aftermarket parts for them. You know, the steel flywheels, the billet pistons, billet connecting rods, you know, the parts aren't out there. So
I see MCs chiming in saying use a diamond tool. Yeah, you can use diamond. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of diamond tools out there as well. Yep, I just had luck with ceramics with really hard stuff over the years.
Yeah, I think that's what the machine shop I use. I think they use the diamond cutters. I mean, that's what they do. They do drag motors. They do, you know, stuff like that. They're just getting in now to doing small engines. You know, they really didn't want to mess with them probably 5 years ago. But there's some guys that went in and talked to them and, you know, showed them what, you know, we're taking a 25 horsepower motor and getting over 100 horsepower out of them.
Nice.
That got their attention.
Sure.
That's when they started just doing heads, you know. They were doing lots and lots of heads for people, getting big horsepower out of them and stuff. And then they're like, well, you know, let's start making these things breathe a little bit more. We'll start boring them, you know, and sleeving them and stuff. And they don't do the assembly, but they will do all the machine work you want done to them to your specifications or to theirs, whichever way you want to go. And so that's what they've been doing.
Now, do you guys use like Cleveite bearings, or what do you guys do on the big end?
Yeah, I think they're Cleveite,
Mogul, whatever. It's all the same.
Well, mine come from the Midwest Super Cub that
Yeah.
made my rods.
Yeah.
I buy my bearings from them, but I think it's Vogel. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Federal Mogul. Yeah.
Well, Vogel Manufacturing.
Oh, Vogel. Yeah. Don Vogel. I know Don. Yeah. Don Vogel.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That brings back memories. Oh, my God. I haven't talked. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Talk about
actually,
Don and his brother. Did he have a brother too? Did that?
Yeah.
There are two of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're the big ones in the single cylinders. They don't do a lot with V twins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They do make a select few parts. They make a really nice domed piston.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to have a set, but they're over $400 a pair.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a few guys that run them and they love them.
I see MC chiming in again. MC, I've done it. Cubic boron nitride. I've done polycrystalline diamond. Ask me, I've done it. I've done them all.
Now, Ken, you need to work on your little studio.
Well, it's just the bedroom because it's the only place they won't come in and yell and scream. So, I mean, it can't be yell and scream. My kids are adults. I have a 20-year-old and a 26-year-old, so it's not like they're kids.
Yeah.
You
got to get a little corner in the bedroom. I have a little corner in the living room where I have like a little setup, and I put the green screen right behind me. It's my own little domain.
I've done it downstairs in my shop. The problem is either it's too bright or it's too dark. There's never a happy medium.
Yep.
I've LED lights I installed in my basement there, and sometimes, man, they're like the sun, and you can't see my face. It looks like I'm the sun, But
remember,
who wants to look at the face,
Remember the dimmer switches? Got to get a dimmer switch.
I don't know if you could dim these LEDs.
Not sure.
They're like 4-footers,
Okay. Another thing you could do, Ken, is put up some kind of a light shield that would reflect the light.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Nope. Ed, your video's over.
Well, Ken, the other option is do like I did and just kick everybody out of the house and get the house to yourself.
They don't answer to that. That's the problem.
But I've got 4 bedrooms. I got the living room. I got the kitchen. I got the shop.
Yep.
I'm in one of the spare bedrooms right now. This is my office. The other two spare bedrooms are storage.
Yeah, one of my kids is engaged, and I said as soon as she moves out, there's the den, But who knows if that'll happen?
My kids are all.
What's that video we're looking at, Lucky?
That's the beginning of Ed's video. I actually found one of his videos that does not have a red line on it, so it's weird how you go down to like people that you watch all the time. You click on their videos to see it, and it's like you.
I got the red line.
Yeah. And this one here, I found it didn't have a red line, so I watched it.
I gotta watch it. I'm not new to YouTube, but I'm new to the streaming and all that stuff. My buddy Matt Olson, who you guys probably seen in the chainsaw world, he turned me on to this live stuff and to chainsaws in general, because most of the stuff I worked on was 4-strokes for a long time. And then when I met Matty about a year and a half ago, about 2 years ago, he just got me turned on to the 2-strokes, and I started reading the handbooks on the 2-strokes, Graham Bell's book and the other books. And like I said, I've got an engineering degree and an MBA and all that stuff, but I mean, I was schooled in engineering too. So, thermodynamics and all that stuff, read the technical portion of it, talk about squish and flame front and kernel and all that stuff. And I know what it means because I studied it. So it really got into the 2-stroke stuff. And now that I know, I want to start doing some porting and timing and stuff like that, because it's really interesting. And not rocket science, but if you know the theory, it kind of makes a little more sense. That's all.
Absolutely.
My theory is the more of the boom boom stuff you get in this end and can get out at this other end and make it go
it's just
squish,
a big pump.
squish.
Just a big heat pump. All it is.
And make it go squish, squish. Oh, we got Brandon down in the basement chasing mice.
Those mice is about to get me too.
Hey, Brandon.
Hi, guys.
How you doing, brother?
Doing good.
Brandon.
I'm just cleaning up my shop from a weekend of projects.
Did you get your keys?
Yeah. They wasn't locking my shop. They was on a hutch inside the kitchen.
Good.
MC, take care. See you later.
Later, MC. Other Craig.
That's
But,
Steve 1. That's Craig 1. I'm Craig 2.
Craig 1? Okay.
But yeah, I'm really digging this going over to methanol. You know, on a 90 degree day, when you can frost an intake, you're moving some air.
It's corrosive. And the thing
It's
is,
just-
with methanol,
it's-
you got to run 2.5, 3 times as much.
It's 60% more.
Well, I'm comparing it to like ethanol dragsters and stuff like that. So
Yeah, the base setting on my main jet of my carburetor is 6 turns out.
Wow.
what do you got on that? Like a 28 ton or what?
What's that, Ken?
What are you saying? I hear. What do you run for a carburetor?
It's a reworked, recast core K series.
Oh, okay. Like a number 30?
Yeah. It's 1.2 inch.
Yeah.
That's as big as we're allowed to run.
Mhm.
But in the locally here, there's a couple clubs that don't mind if you run methanol, because they know that's what you run on national quarter scale and stuff like that. And most of us are working to get up to that level.
Yeah.
There's a couple that say you have to use a pump gas. So,
Who's pump?
Yeah, true.
I say we got Cam 2 comes out of the pump.
I'm a BP man. I'm sorry. I like BP. I ran Cam 2 my first year when I went to modifieds. I had nothing but issues with it. And I don't know if it was from where I bought it from or what.
Better.
But
VP. VP's a cleaner fuel.
yeah. I ran BP 13, and then now I'm running the M5.
I run the 87 if that makes a difference.
Well, there's a lot of guys around here that run the E85.
Mhm.
It's technically a pump gas, but it nowhere near has the power of what the M5 does. I'm sorry, M1. Mark's saying M1. Yeah, we run M1, not M5.
Ed, do you run single spark plug or dual? You allow duals in those or no?
Just singles.
Single.
There's not really a good area to put a second plug into the V twins.
Yeah, that's true. You're doing the Autolite 216 or what are you running?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of like 216. Yeah, 216. I think it is. Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. That's all I run.
Well, do not run the E3s. They will
that was a jump.
Oh,
yeah. Last year I ran flat top pistons, and they contact the piston.
Ooh. You ever use indexing washers and all that?
I used to, but I don't anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not the end
like
of
I said,
the
it's just
piston and all that.
yeah.
Chamfer on the end of the piston, get the direction, all that stuff. I remember all that.
Well, if you go back and watch one of Nate's old videos, he actually milled the block out on his to get the flow from the valves to get it to flow into
the valves. Yeah.
Yep. Take it down till you're just above that top ring.
I don't know, that video showing of you, Ed, up there, you look possessed. What is that?
I am.
Looks like your eyes are all possessed like some goblin or something.
I need one of them screen things. Take the glare off my glasses.
I know. I saw Lucky the other day. It looked like he was on the beach.
Yeah. But, I'm pretty excited about this next season here with this 25 horse, 46 cubic inch. Just from what my 39 cubic inch did, I'm pretty jazzed about seeing what the 46 cubic inch is going to do.
I'll be honest.
Now, where are you looking
I
at?
can't wait for your first video poll.
What's that, Ken?
Where are you located?
Northeastern Ohio.
Carol's cooking.
Oh, say again. I'm sorry.
Northeast Ohio.
Okay.
You know where the Pro
Yeah, I got-
Football? You know where the Pro
I
Football
have
Hall of Fame
friends
is at?
in Canton area. Canton, I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of Goodyear technicians and engineers. Yeah.
Yep, just south of
Akron, Canton. So, a lot of blimp guys too. The dirigible guys.
Yep.
Is that where that one tire, that garden tractor or tractor tire place is too? Over in that area?
Oh, what's that guy? Who's the guy that sells all the tires?
M.E. Miller?
Yeah.
Miller. Yeah, Miller Tire. Yeah, Miller Tire.
He's on the other side of the state from me.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, there's something else over there that I know that's there.
Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Ohio is known for internal combustion. There's a lot of stuff going on in Ohio.
Yeah.
South Ohio's known for drugs, so.
Well, we're known in Connecticut for high taxes. That's about it.
You mean Rhode Island, not Connecticut?
I think we're higher than you, Mike.
I don't
I
know.
lived in Middletown, Ohio for like 9 months, and we got out of there quick.
The goal, if you live in Connecticut, is to make enough money so you can get the heck out.
So, but yeah, like I said, it's going to be an interesting year.
How many events do you have, Ed?
Well, usually the one club we pull with, I think there's 8 or 10 pulls with them. But if I wanted to, there's within an hour and a half drive, 2-hour drive. They're full every weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, and sometimes they're Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
You know, I don't know where I want to go.
Now, is this more at fairgrounds and things, or private properties, or what?
Private properties.
Who owns the sled? The club?
It's around. There's only a couple clubs left around.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They're more of them are the LLCs, limited liability corporations now.
Mm-hmm.
One person owns the sled, owns all the equipment, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The downside of that is they're just in it for a buck.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They turn their head to some rules that people are breaking. We don't. I don't go there anymore. My buddy Mark, it's in the chat. Me and him, it's not fun there anymore.
Yeah.
If you,
Well, there's cliques. I mean, if you don't belong to the clique, you're dead. You know.
yeah.
The guys that always win. You know.
Right. And the sad part about it is their stock class nowhere near stock anymore.
Yeah.
They won't do an off the lawn class. Like I said, they're just in it for the money. I seen Mark and I testified to it. Seen a lot of good kids come out with pure stock tractors, pull 2 or 3, 4 weekends, maybe a whole season, and just give up. They can't compete. You know, they don't have a couple $1,000s to drop into one of these tractors.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it takes to be competitive. And so the sport is going to die, you know, if they don't start doing something. That's basically why I stepped up to the modified class. There's very few rules that you have to abide by. You know, there's safety rules, you know, but Basically, as long as the motor started out as a lawn and garden motor, whatever you can do to it, and you follow in the fall within their safety rules, you can run it.
No.
Don't go over the cubic inch limit, and you're fine. You know.
What's your limit on like transmissions though? What do you? Does it have to be available for that, or what is it as far as training?
It has to be. It has to start out as a commercially produced lawn and garden transmission.
So is everybody using the Cub cast iron rear end?
It's probably a 75-25 mix. A lot of guys are running the Peerless down in the smaller class belt drives.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is running Cubs.
I know a lot of guys are running those. What is it? Is it eight speed Sears transaxles? What were those old ones they were saying from the Sears? I guess.
Well, they're a 6-speed. They have a high-low in them.
That's it. Yeah. I saw a guy puke one of those one time. A lot of oil.
Yeah. They're good in the stock classes, but once you get up in horsepower, there's people that'll argue with me. Oh, I can run my modified on a belt. Yes, you can run your modified on a belt.
Probably won't last long,
but not as good as my double disc club setup.
Yeah, the drive shaft.
I don't doubt you can run it. You can get a wider belt. You can get a 1-inch belt. Change the pulleys, put heavier tension springs on them. Yes, they will run.
Well, unless it's a Gilmer belt,
Yeah.
But they weren't commercially available. So, but what do you got for a clutch though? Is it friction material or aluminum, or what are you running?
It's a friction material. It's made by Lakota Racing. It's a double disc. It's got 3 pressure plates roughly. Basically.
Diaphragm or Borgenbeck?
What's that?
The pressure plates. Are they more like an automotive style, or is it just what?
No, it's just basically a steel plate that comes in. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're familiar with the original Cub Cadet clutches.
Yeah. Yep.
Basically that.
Yeah, the big spring, the teaser spring, all that stuff.
Yep.
But, you guys still farting around with the blue spring, red spring, all that stuff?
Yeah. Mine have yellow on it.
Yep.
But the plates are actually thicker. They're about a 1/4 inch thick, so they don't flex and bow. Mm-hmm. You can get in the rear end. You can actually put a dart carrier in it.
Yeah, the 8 3/4. Whatever. Is it 8? What size is that? I'm trying to think.
8 1/4.
8 1/4. Okay. Yep.
It's the
and I know people use them out of I think Pintos too, or something like that.
Yeah,
something was close.
There's a Pinto rear end that'll fit in there. The dart rear end is actually out of the 6-cylinder Dodge Dart. So I have one of those setups out at my workshop right now. I just need to cut the axles down, but I'm running a 2-piece fine spline out of a hydrostat. It seems to be holding up good. I've got it shimmed and everything. So
the hydros, I think the hydro transaxles, they're really good pulling transaxles.
They just rob horsepower. That's the only thing.
Exactly. If it wasn't so much for the speed for the Lucky 7, I would definitely have a hydro in there.
Well, hydro's nice because you don't need brake.
Yeah.
Just use the lever.
Well, the hydros won't stand up to the horsepower we put in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You actually blow the drive motor apart on them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, we can't hear you.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
But they're a 30 millimeter. The axles in the darts are a 30 millimeter axle. All that, but
like 29 spline or 30 spline or what are they?
I'm not sure. Mark, I think they're a 30 spline.
Mm.
I haven't really played with my dart setup any. I bought it because it was a really good deal. The guy cut me a really good deal on it. I just never got it put in.
Now?
Yep.
What I was saying is the The old hydrostatics, they had plenty of pulling power, but those newer ones, some of those you could burn up the pump real quick on them.
I've seen lots of guys try to pull the John Deere hydrostats do a lot better than the Cub Cadets, because the John Deeres have a external pressure relief valve in them. They can put heavier springs down in them and keep that relief pressure higher. They I've also seen a lot of them blow up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. All right, guys. I think I'm going to hit it. It's getting late, so it's good talking to y'all. And hopefully, Fuller, I'll see you on again. I'll be on again with you. It was fun.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for dropping in.
Yeah. Take care, guys. We'll see you.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, guys. I'm
Alrighty.
actually going to shut the whole thing down. It's a little after 8:30. I appreciate everybody coming up and chatting with me. Appreciate everybody in the chat. We will catch you all on the next one. Next Sunday for me. Friday night will be Horses Shop, I believe. Saturday, Brandon. Or is that a tool talk one?
Yeah, this one's Tool Talk. It's
Yep,
that time of 6 months.
Yep, tool talk with Brandon. Sunday morning we have Patty's Performance. Saturday morning we have Patty's Performance. Then we have Lucky. Then we have Mixed Mowers. And I'm sure there'll be a couple other ones in there somewhere. Sundays, Craig or Kathy Durbin and me. Nate's on Wednesdays. Don't know who will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays or Mondays, but I'm sure there'll be somebody going up there. So we will catch you all on them. And thank you, everybody, for stopping in. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you all later.
Have a good weekend.